What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Gary, aka In Gary We Trust. And I'm coming at you guys again with another video. In this video, I'll be talking about the top 5 sneaker flops of 2021. Getting right into it, I'm just going to start off with number 5. Number 5 is going to be the Nike Dunk High Fragment Beijing. Yeah, this shoe is a complete flop, especially to me at least. It was one of those sneakers that used to be in those magazines where it's like, oh, they look damn near was like a myth. You never even saw them in person. And the fact that they actually brought the shoe back and the quality was complete trash. Like, I literally held the shoe in my hand at a sneaker event and I'm like, bro, there's no way this shoe is comfortable. Like, one wear and these are done. So yeah, that just has to be number 5 for me as a personal gripe. But yeah, but that sneaker could have been a lot better because if that shoe had great, like, that couch leather quality, that sneaker could have been a staple in the dunk sneaker community, if you know what I'm talking about. It could have been one of those. Alright, so going on with number 4, this sneaker I'm talking about is going to be the Carmine Jordan 6. Actually, personally, one of my favorite sneakers of all time. The main issue I had with the sneaker is that the shoe was a complete crap show, if I'm trying to keep it PG. So it was supposed to be released on a specific day, then a lot of stores didn't get the shoe, and the stores that did get them, all the shoes were pretty much like defected. Like, majority of them had like pink midsoles that had like a pink like center with the tongue and stuff. I'm like, majority of the shoes didn't even look sellable or even wearable. So later down the line, more pairs were sold like throughout the weeks, and some pairs did look good. But the thing that sucks about that shoe is before you buy the Carmine Jordan 6, the 2021 version, it's like you can't really buy it off of a sneaker app because you don't know which pair you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get like a perfect pair or a defective pair. So it's like, it's one of those shoes where you have to basically have to go to a sneaker event or a boutique store to actually purchase it, which kind of sucks. So I just like, really good shoe. It's just that sneaker was poorly released in my opinion. Alright, so taking the number 3 spot for the sneaker flops of 2021, I'm going to go with the Adidas Yeezy 450, cloud white specifically, or just in the whole silhouette in general. So the shoe was introduced to us with Kanye coming out the truck wearing them. It was literally, he came out the truck looking fly, he was avoiding the puddles on the ground. Basically, the fit that he wore would have made the shoe stand out, which was obviously the intention. But when the sneaker was releasing to like retail and Yeezy Supply. By the way, Yeezy Supply, I don't know anyone who won off that site. That site needs to be looked at deeply. Then the shoe released, and then they were going for like crazy amounts of money, $700, $800. And then people were holding them because usually when a new Yeezy model first comes out, that first colorway goes for like crazy amount of money and it holds its value. But as time goes on, people realize that shoe is a cap eventually, so the market actually tanked on them as well, and you can probably buy a pair for currently like around $250. So that sneaker, I'm gonna consider it a flop. Some people wear it here and there, but at the end of the day, sock sneakers just never age well. I'm gonna throw in an honorable mention right here. I'm gonna talk about the LeBron 8, the Miami Night, and the Preheat. Yeah, both those pairs are literally going for under $300 right now. Who would have thought that we would have seen the Preheat LeBron 8 and the Miami Night LeBron 8 that went for literally $2,000 10 years ago is going for under $300, damn near retail. That's literally insane. I understand some hype doesn't always last, but that's just such a drastic change from a shoe being over $1,000 to being $200. I think the marketing could have just did better, but whoever invested in that sneaker obviously lost money. That's why I'm going to call it a flop. I personally copped the Miami Night 8. I'm waiting for a good time to buy the LeBron 8 South Beach. That sneaker was just a flop. I just think like the marketing wasn't there, and I felt like people didn't really, even the new generation probably didn't even know what it was. They just threw it out there like, oh yeah, that's like that's just the South Beach color. They didn't call it Preheat or nothing. Just literally just plain South Beach. So, but obviously if you've been in the game for over 10 years, you're really happy because that shoe is really affordable right now. Taking the number 2 spot for biggest sneaker flops of 2021 is definitely going to be the Nike SB High Strawberry Cough. So this sneaker right here was a really confusing release because I think the shoe got scrapped or was just like literally pushed back. I do not know the reason. All I remember is that shoe was one of them sneakers that were going for like thousands of dollars at one point. Special box or not, just you owning that shoe was going for a crazy amount because that shoe technically was like damn near like gonna be like another version of like a 420 sneaker. The shoe came out and it was going for like literally $2,000, $3,000. Then all of a sudden the sneaker I think released around like November, and prices literally tanked all the way to the ground. They still go for a little bit of money, but when you go from like a $2,000-$3,000 shoe and the shoe goes for now $300 to $400, investors, I understand why you would be upset. There are pairs that go for like $1,000. That's with the special box, but if you really want to spend $600 more for a cooler looking box, even though majority of sneakerheads put your sneakers already in a clear box already. So like y'all do the math on that one. Which one would you rather have? All right, I'm gonna do two more honorable mentions before we get into the number one sneaker flop of 2021. One shoe I actually do own. This is actually my favorite, my favorite release that came out of 2021 was actually gonna be the Paul Rodriguez Nike SB Dunk Low, the What the Paul. Yeah, these shoes right here, I love them. It's just I just felt like the hype wasn't all the way there as it should have been. Yes, I know this shoe still goes for around $700-800, but the way this sneaker was like literally marketed, I think the shoe should easily be in that same class of a Nike SB Travis Scott. But the main issue why the shoe doesn't go for a lot is because a lot of people are like, who is Paul again? What the Paul? Paul Rodriguez? Who is that again? So like, I just think if they literally named this shoe probably like the J Balvin, it would probably go for like crazy amounts of money. But the sneaker goes for like $700-800. Still a lot of money if you bought a lot of pairs. Hopefully for retail you made a lot of money. But if you paid resale prices, which this shoe went for literally around $1,500 to $2,000 at one point, or not really $2,000, went from like over $1,000 to $1,500. Yeah, you probably lost some money. So yeah. But this is honestly my favorite pickup, but this sneaker technically was a flop because it didn't hit the culture it was supposed to. And all right, another honorable mention. This is very debatable, but I'm gonna put it in there. The Air Jordan 1 Trophy Room. The reason why I don't like that sneaker is because yes, the people are saying, oh, you can't call it a flop because it goes for around $2,000. But the thing is that the way that shoe released, it literally left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths because, like, fam, you're telling me that a Chicago 1 is coming out back into the market, and then on top of it, literally all the sneakers are backdoored. Fam. And the way how that shoe was constructed and, like, the quality, the story behind it, it made sense to be one of the sneakers that could have been a monumental sneaker in the community. But of course, Marcus Jordan and his team, whatever, just thought like a surface level thinking, like, oh, let me just get the money first. And who knows? Who knows if it was really Marcus Jordan that really did all the backdooring, quote unquote. But I just felt like the way this shoe was handled, it could have been a lot bigger release, in my personal opinion. Money or not, it could have been a lot better, important shoe to the culture at least. Okay, so the number one sneaker flop of 2021. I'm giving it to the neutral gray Air Jordan 1 85. This sneaker right here, I just felt like everybody was wrong. Whoever made the shoe, how it released, everybody was wrong. When we got wind of that, the neutral gray Air Jordan 1 was literally retroing, like the first time it's gonna retro since 1985, and in the high cut form, everyone was literally excited. This is literally like, oh, this is like an easy home run. I don't know what went wrong. And the sneaker released. You guys raised the price, and we got worse quality. Someone explained that. Like, the math is not mathing. Why are you charging me $200 retail for a sneaker just so you can tell me that the quality is, like, literally the same quality as the Air Jordan 1 mid? I'm just like, I'm personally upset about the shoe. That's just my personal number one sneaker flop of 2021. And what makes me more upset is that the fact is I'm still going to end up buying this sneaker because who knows when's the next time the shoe is going to come back to light. Who knows the next time it's going to be remade. That sneaker was just a complete letdown. That sneaker could have been one of easily the best sneakers to release this decade if it had that perfect quality on it. But the quality just wasn't there. It's a really plain, ugly, flat leather on the shoe. You got the color right. And even some people that bought the shoe said the sneaker doesn't even fit how it's supposed to. Maybe because it fits like a little bit too tight. Maybe that's just how like the OG shape was. I don't know, bro. But I just think that sneaker was like just a complete flop. Jordan Brand could definitely did better with that shoe. That's all I'm gonna say. So hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. Those are my top 5 sneakers that flopped the most in 2021. Like the video, put it in the comments. Remember, it's your boy Gary, aka In Gary Trust. Depending how this video does, I might do a couple more lists before the year wraps up. Who knows, man? So if I don't see you guys, remember, Happy New Year's. Enjoy the holidays. Yeah, man, I will see you guys on the next video. Y'all be easy. Later.